I mean, you always have the kind of the hope and the dream that you would be as successful as you possibly could, but you know, like any typical human being, once you get a taste of something, you're never satisfied and you always want more. So I couldn't imagine. I mean, when I first joined Slipknot, I didn't know if it would even last one album cycle, you know, and here we are playing arenas however many years later, so pretty exciting. There's no crystal ball, so I just kind of live in the moment, you know. No, I'm still waiting for that time. I probably wouldn't say anything, because if I was to start filling my head with advice of things that I know now, I probably wouldn't do it. No, that's kind of a fucked up thing to say. I would still do it because it's all I know. It's all I ever wanted to do.
Undo these chains, my friend.
God, that's a tough one too. I mean, there's been a lot of like really cool stuff that's happened, but you know, for me, it's all about the live shows. It always has been, and lately, working in the studio is very like I love that. So those are the most like amazing things, and you know, I can sit here and say, oh, it's, you know, it's playing live at this, you know, Madison Square Garden or this or that, but you know, when we do a meet and greet and I meet somebody that is truly like moved and touched by what we've done, and it's helped them with their career, and it's helped them, you know, be able to like wake up another day and continue on, then that to me is more validation than any high point or anything like that. So those are like the high points. I mean, congratulations to them. I mean, I'm sure they worked very hard re-recording something that somebody else wrote a long time ago, you know. I would have rather seen like maybe Mastodon take off with it or something, you know, whatever. When I would have to say my first taste of real metal that made me really start to look outside of what, I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. It's hard to find stuff there, you know, and at that time there was no internet. There wasn't, you know, you had to really fucking search for stuff. So unless you knew somebody at a record shop that was very into it and could suggest things to you, you know, it was word of mouth and friends. And for me, it was probably Ride the Lightning by Metallica, because up to that point, the only thing I had listened to was, you know, like Shout at the Devil. You got, you know, fucking Tommy, this ka boom ka kind of beat going on, you know. One guitar player, and it was, you know, I was very into guitar, so anything that was guitar oriented, unless it was my parents' music, you know, like listening to like Yes or Led Zeppelin or The Who or whatever. I heard Ride the Lightning. A friend of mine named Jason Moroki played it for me, and as soon as I heard Lars playing like that and what the guitars were doing over it with James and Kirk, I was like, holy, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then that opens your mind to all this other stuff. And then those bands, you learn more about those bands and you see where they got, you know, like Diamond Head, Budgie, and all that shit. And it, you know, it's reciprocal. And I think more of that needs to happen today. People need to go back and figure out why it is that Slipknot plays the way it is. That way, maybe, you know, maybe every band doesn't start sounding the same anymore.